Welcome back to Some Offense Intended. I'm Jeremy Robinson.
I'm Mike Mick.
That is amazing timing. I'm glad the microphones don't pick up that fan anymore.
Yeah.
As soon as it hit one, the fan in the bathroom turned on.
It was a countdown to turn on the fan.
Yeah, it was. I actually remembered to write down notes this time. I have several.
I have something unusual today.
What?
I don't have a Dr. Pepper. I do have a soda, but it's not a Dr. Pepper today.
Oh, we're going to have to shut it down.
Well, I went to the Maverick where I normally go to get Dr. Pepper, and they were out again.
Did you ask to talk to the district manager?
No. There's a new Sprite out. That's Sprite Chill. That is a cherry limeade. It's really good, so I picked that up.
That sounds pretty good.
But like last night, I had stopped at that same gas station thinking, I'm going to get some Dr. Pepper. And actually, I was going in there to buy the Sprite. They were out of the Sprite and the Dr. Pepper.
Wow.
The only Dr. Pepper they had, coconut Dr. Pepper, which people tell me is good, but I don't care. I want Dr. Pepper.
That would be interesting. I really like coconut.
I want 23 flavors, not 24.
Yeah, not 25.
Yeah. So I didn't want to get it, but I was picking them up, and then I looked at the thing. I was like, that's not Dr. Pepper.
So this is probably your fault. Dr. Pepper is now no longer the third favorite soda, drink, whatever in the States.
Okay.
Or maybe worldwide. It's now second.
Nice.
It went past Pepsi.
Well, it's selling
and
out.
Now it goes Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper at Pepsi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is when we recorded 2 weeks ago, I went to Winco after I left here.
Yeah.
They were out of the 6-packs of Dr. Pepper.
Wow.
Yeah. This has happened on and off for a while.
People just now discovering Dr. Pepper.
They're just getting on the bandwagon.
That's weird. It's been around for a long time.
I know. But it's been happening off and on.
It's been good the whole fucking time.
It's been happening off and on since the pandemic. Like, just out.
Well, that must be why everybody was like, oh, I'm spending stimmy money on fucking, oh, I haven't tried this before. What's this?
It used to happen to Pepsi, too. And at work, Dr. Pepper would sell out all the time.
Yeah.
I remember Coke did, too. I remember somebody we know sending me a text saying, is there Coke up in your area? And I was like...
That sounds like a Jimmy question.
It was.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, there's one bottle left. You want me to grab it for you? He's like,
Coke
no.
and Pop-Tarts.
He's like, no, I'll go up and get it myself.
Breakfast of Champions right there.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, that Dr. Pepper was not a note, but I knew it would come up somehow today, that it moved into second place.
Yeah. I'm happy for it, because I like Dr. Pepper. But leave some for me.
Maybe. Just go get a job at a Dr. Pepper plant.
Yeah.
And just take a case home with you every day.
They just have a distribution center here.
Well, you can take a case home from that.
Yeah.
So I have a couple things. There's Costco has some new design that they're working on for their stores.
Yeah.
Cali cars are going to have built-in speed limiters.
Yeah, I posted that on Facebook. Yeah.
So not only we were talking about a while ago the self-repo, now it's going to be a self-speed limiter, which a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know how that's going to work. So when I went to England, I rented a car. I think it was a 2022 or 2023 Vauxhall. And one of the really cool things about it is on the dash, it actually said what the speed limit was for the road you're on. And then, like, if there's a slowdown, because, like, they have varying speed limits depending on either time of day or traffic or rain or whatever the fuck, that is updated also. So it's like a whole, like a England-wide updated, like, over the air and broadcast to the cars thing. So that's already in place elsewhere. So I would imagine it was just a matter of time till that came here. But that's an extra bonus, fuck you, of having it limit the speed.
Yeah. Well, they said that if people have a certain amount of speed, get pulled over for speeding a certain amount of times, eventually their car won't allow them to go over a certain speed.
How does the car know if they're pulled over for speeding?
Well, that's just it. It'd have to be done through the state somehow. I don't know.
That's weird.
They'd have to put something on the car to limit.
So as long as you don't get caught, you're fine.
Yeah.
That's dumb. That makes it even stupider.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Wow.
we know who the governor is.
Well,
I mean,
so I mean, I guess I can cross that one off because we just
they probably should just ban cars.
they're trying.
Because people die in cars. Got to get rid of them. You got to get rid of cars,
And they
guns,
cause cancer.
knives. Yeah.
Breathing in the state of California is known to cause cancer.
Yes.
So the Costco design, I'll just go down the list then. The Costco design for their stores, a lot of people are like, "Oh, this is going to be dope," and some people are like, "Oh, this is fucking horrible." They're now designing the new stores to have apartments above them.
Oh, nice.
So a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's just gonna like, well, one, if I work there, do I get a discount on rent?" I'm like, that's a fair question.
Yeah.
Two, and then they're also gonna have. I'll list all the other stuff later. A lot of the people are like, if you work there and you live there, there's going to be all kinds of issues with you can't come to work. Why? Like, if I'm fucking sick, I'm sick.
Yeah, and if you're late.
Yeah. If you're late, then it's, okay, well, what was the reason?
I'd recommend, though, if you do live above the place you work at, maybe don't call off to go to a concert, because they're going to probably see you in the parking lot.
Yeah, they're going to see you walking out.
Yeah.
And then also like, hey, can you cover this shift? We're like, no, I have stuff to do. We're like, maybe they're going to get in trouble for that too, because we know you're home. That would be there's a lot of weird stuff.
Or what about if somebody's late for work and the manager goes up and knocks on your door?
They were also talking about integrating into that, like home deliveries for Costco orders. Like, so if you live there, you get a free Costco membership. If you live there, you get, I guess there's limits now. I didn't know that at all. To the tasty stations. If you live there, you have unlimited access to the sample stations.
That would not be a selling point for me.
Why? You don't like tasting things?
I've told you I don't do the samples. We've had this conversation on here.
I think I remember you saying it, but I don't.
Yeah.
Why?
I just don't care for it. I just don't want it.
There's a lot of them that I won't, but there's some of them I'm like, that sounds fucking delicious. I
just walk by them.
So there was
that. I don't know
that.
what they are. Usually I don't pay attention if they're good or bad. I just walk past.
Wow.
No, that's just me.
I forget. There was a couple more things that they were like room service, like home, like free deliveries. You can make your order, whatever, and they'll drop it off at your fucking door because it's right upstairs.
Yeah.
There was several other like selling points. I don't know if they know where the first one's going to be. I also don't think it would be terribly difficult for them to do that with already existing Costco's because it's just a flat fucking roof.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that too.
So the only thing I can see being an issue is they have the green lighting, which is like 90% of their light is skylights. So if you have apartments up there, are you running solar tubes, which is just like an extended skylight?
Yeah.
And several mirrors to help it do whatever science. So
I don't know what they'll do with that.
But I mean, if they're making that much money, I don't know if they would care if they had to have lights or not.
Yeah.
So
I saw something about Walmart. They for a few weeks ago, I saw that they were starting to actually give their managers and stuff good bonuses, and they have a potential to make quite a bit of money per year.
Oh yeah.
And then this last week, I saw that they're talking about hiring. Not hiring, but raising the pay of their employees and also giving bonuses depending on how long they've been there.
Wow.
Trying to make it more desirable to work at Walmart. Because they've had a lot of knocks on them for a long time.
Yeah.
So I guess they're trying to turn it around.
Well, good for them. Actually, I don't know. There might be a deeper agenda behind it, but at least they're trying to look like they're caring for their employees.
Well, during the pandemic, they gave their employees their version of stimulus checks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know there's a couple companies that did a couple different things, but there was no like Here's a list of who's still paying their people. I don't know.
Nobody is anymore.
Oh, no.
No. But speaking of pay, I did see that South Africa is looking to be the country with the first country to have universal income.
Oh, great. That can't go bad at all.
Yeah, that's their plan. I'm
going to have to look up what the South Africa... It's clipping the audio again. I'm going to have to turn that down. I don't know why the fuck it's so loud. We'll just go to there.
But like I said, they're the first ones to start working on setting it up. And I guess they did it during the pandemic, and it worked out well for them, so they want to keep doing it.
I need to look up what the South African currency is so that I can hedge against it.
Yeah.
Because if you just give people money for existing, the money is now worthless.
Oh, I know. Well, they're talking about the whole world doing this because of AI and people having jobs as a hobby.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm just reporting news. I'm not. Even Elon Musk said that it would have to be a substantial universal income once AI, and he's the one who I saw say that having a job would be a hobby.
Why the fuck would there have to be universal income? If it gets to the point where it's fucking WALL-E and everything is just automated and everything's done, why wouldn't everything just be fucking free?
Well, I don't know about that. I'm just telling you what I'm reading. I thought that too. But I've not seen WALL-E. I didn't think of that particular thing, but...
Because that's...
It'll be like Star Trek. Star Trek The Next Generation, in there.
I mean, they still have credits.
Well, when they're with the other planets and stuff, but like in the U.S., on Earth, they talk about it like there's none of that.
Oh, I don't remember that much of that part of it. It's been a really long time since I've seen The Next Generation.
I just remember there was somebody who was there was an episode where these people had been frozen, cryogenically frozen, so they could kill them later, and they found them floating in space. And the one guy's like, "Do you know how much money I have?" And they're like, "Yeah, that doesn't matter anymore."
Huh. I mean, like, that would be dope for it to not matter anymore, but I don't think we're anywhere near that as a fucking human race, society, anything. Because, like, society as a whole, you can't really group anymore because it's like American society, other countries' society, like, everything's fucking so different now. And some of them are taking very wrong turns for a lot of the dumbest shit. Which, speaking of this will lead perfectly into this one. I'm hoping you haven't seen this yet. So you're familiar with Star Wars.
I am familiar with Star Wars.
You're familiar with the good guys and the bad guys, the light side and the dark side.
Yeah. Yeah, the good guys on the dark side.
Did you know that name has to change because it has racially insensitive wording? Light side and dark side.
Well, if you look at it logically, it means light and dark.
Yeah.
Like, there's suns out right now. The sun's not going to be out much longer.
Yeah.
That's going to be the opposite of...
No, I know. I understand. I'm just reporting that
I know. I'm just saying it has literally nothing to do with race.
Kathleen Kennedy, the Lucasfilm boss now.
Why didn't she fire Jet?
Said, it's not 1977 anymore. Times have changed and Star Wars needs to adapt.
Well, day and night are still opposites, so things haven't changed that much. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't...
Like, of everything that could be...
So what does that mean for yin and yang?
Oh, you can't say that.
But the symbol, do you have to change it now?
Yeah, but you can't say that. That's racist.
No. It's a symbol that's been around for centuries.
Yeah, I don't
it's
fucking
opposites. It's not...
Yeah, no. That's... Like I said, society's taking fucking weird turns, bro.
Wow. That's it. I want off this planet.
Yep.
Let's go to Mars. Let's just do it now.
Mars is going to be too crowded pretty soon. Let's find a different one. I still don't understand why the fuck we spend so much money.
Neptune.
I don't think you can terraform gas. Isn't Neptune mostly gas?
No, it's that one's actually a solid planet.
Oh, Jupiter's gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little cold there, but that's why we have to
burn it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really don't understand why we're spending tens or hundreds of billions of dollars in trying to do space before we know what's in the fucking ocean.
I know.
And under Antarctica. Because, like, everybody's like, oh, it's the biggest oil reserve on the planet. And because nobody owns Antarctica, all the major player countries, Russia, China, the U.S., and I think England, like, they've all said, like, they all have a treaty that they're not going to explore Antarctica to find the oil and to do everything. I think there's more shit there that they're not saying.
But I'm willing to put in a bid to buy Antarctica so we can...
$5.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, $5. It's the only bid on the table, so they got to kind of take it.
So...
And I don't know.
Have you seen Alien vs. Predator?
Yeah.
That hole that they drilled with the laser? There's actually one of those there. And they don't know how it fucking happened.
Yeah.
And every time they send stuff down to, like, try to figure out what's down there, if I remember right, it's like at a certain depth, there's like electromagnetic interference or something that fries all electronics.
It's Pennywise the Clown.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I only said that because in 2025, there's going to be a series involving Pennywise.
Oh, wow.
I'm looking forward to it.
What's it going to be called?
I don't know. I think It or something. I don't know. I can't remember.
I just figured they would come up with something fucking a little more clever
I think
for
they
a
do
series.
have something, but I can't think of what it is. I saw the video for it. Sent it to somebody who I knew would want to watch it.
Yeah, and like the ocean stuff. How do we not have something or the technology to be able to go?
There are people who think that a megalodon could be hiding down there somewhere.
There's slight proofs of it.
And those things are massive.
Yeah.
So let's go find that.
So we went to the moon in the 60s with a fucking foil tent on an erector set as a lander. And we can't go to the fucking bottom of the ocean now. And they still... I don't know how you feel about the moon landing.
Well, I feel like it was quite an accomplishment.
There's a lot of weird shit around it, though.
Well...
A lot of weird shit. Yeah. We haven't gone back. They destroyed all the equipment that got them there in the first place. They destroyed it all. Like, propaganda-wise, it was very important that we did that to get ahead of the rest of the world. Well, in the pissing contest.
After Sputnik, we had to get up there.
No, exactly. So, with how big of a deal they made out of it, it doesn't matter if we actually went or not, because everybody believed we went. And that won. So, I'm just saying there's a lot of weird shit around. NASA recorded over... Did we talk about this on here?
No.
NASA recorded over the original moon landing footage because, it's standard operating procedure after X time to tape over it.
Well, you don't have to buy a bunch of new tapes.
Yeah. But you have like 10, however many fucking tapes of an achieving a crowning moment.
Yeah, but you
like
think that'd be something you would keep.
And they said they weren't really worried about it because of how many Americans recorded it at home. That is one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard.
Wow.
They weren't worried about keeping the original because Americans recorded it at home. And they live streamed from the fucking moon the landing. With analog. Like, no digital anything.
Good job.
And the most recent mission that they did, whatever, that they were supposed to live stream, they were like, oh, we couldn't because... And they listed like 5 or 8 fucking reasons. And it's like, so how did you do it from the fucking moon in the 60s then? I don't know. That's the kooky side.
Yeah. Then there's, We could go back to flat Earth too.
Well, yeah, that's part of the Antarctica thing too. Is you're not allowed to go explore Antarctica because you'll find the ice wall.
No, you can go to Antarctica. People go.
Yeah, but you can't go too far into it.
Well, I don't know.
There's a lot of people.
It's also very cold and very dangerous to go a long ways into it.
There's a lot of people, not a lot. There's several people that have had stories of like they go try to explore, and after they get like a certain distance inland,
yeah,
it's like 4 different vehicles show up and tell them to fucking leave. Like they just come in from like surround them, like you have to fucking leave. You can't be here.
Oh, that's not. Well, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know enough about that but I do know that people can go there. I've seen things where it offers trips there.
Well, yeah, I mean, if there's something fucking they're trying to hide, that's the best. Oh, no, like, come see it. And they show you, like, beep.
Yeah.
See? We showed them 3 acres of this ice. Right on the other side of the hill is their government facility hiding everything, running the world. Maybe. I don't know.
Who knows? But I don't plan to go. It's too cold for me.
I think it would be dope to see.
I know of somebody, just take a lot of pictures when you go. But I saw somebody talking about it. It's like, it could be dangerous, like even if you overexert yourself, because if you sweat while you're there, that can be deadly to you.
That seems a bit far-fetched.
I'm like I said, I'm just reporting the news.
Just carry a lighter with you. I'm warm now.
Probably more than just a lighter. It's not the kind of cold that you just take a Bic and you're warm. Oh, it's
just
cold.
go in the summer.
Oh, it'll be much better then.
Exactly.
I thought about
nice fresh beaches.
Yeah. Sandy beaches.
Hmm. Be nice. It'll be just like Cabo.
Yeah, exactly. You won't even you might actually think you are in Cabo, not there. I thought it would be. There's some parts of Alaska I'd like to go to in the summer.
I want to go to Alaska for sure.
I want to go to Denali.
I used to have a Denali.
Well, I want to go to the national park. Yeah, I want to go to the Yukon, the Denali National Park. You got me saying Yukon. Yeah, but yeah, I'd like to go to the Yukon also. That's also a place.
Yeah,
not just an automobile.
Yep, there's a place during the gold rush.
There's a few places that are named after automobiles are named after.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Chevy has a Colorado.
Oh, that's a place?
Yeah. Not that anybody's ever heard of it or ever wanted to go there. They got some football team and some city.
Some city, just one.
Yeah. And they play, against the Chiefs twice a year.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about them. They got blue and orange. I like orange.
Oh, the Broncos. I'm like, what the fuck? I forgot we were talking about Colorado.
Yeah.
Blue and orange don't really go together that well.
No. Blue by itself is good. Orange by itself is good. Blue and orange together?
I think that's the colors I painted the wall in the house I lived in Vegas when I was trying to do the YouTube shit the first time.
Yeah.
Like, it does, depending on the blue and depending on the orange, it can look pretty good. But a lot of the times it doesn't.
So there was a bar I used to go to from time to time, and they had these colors on the wall, and they were painted in stripes. And I'd said something to the guy, because the guy who set the place up happened to be in there, wanted to ask us questions about our opinions of things. So I told him, I was like, yeah, everything's good except for the Ohio State thing on the wall over there. He's like, why do you call it Ohio State? Those are
red and white.
He's like, that's UNLV. I'm like, but you have it like stripes, like on Brutus, their mascot, wears on his sweater. I'm like, yeah, so that's why I thought of Ohio State and not UNLV, because nowhere on the thing does it have anything UNLV related. at all.
That's weird. Could have like stripes and like UNLV across the fucking middle of it.
The stripes totally looked like Brutus from his sweater that they have with a big Buckeye on his head.
Huh. I have no idea who you're talking about.
Well, the Ohio State mascot.
I figured that's who you were talking about, but
Brutus.
I know
you don't know what he looks like, but he's got a sweater and he's got a Buckeye for a head.
Well, learn something new every day.
Yeah. I mean, it's useless information.
Store that away for fucking 8 years from now when somebody asks me something. I'll be like, oh, yeah, it's like Brutus. Brutus's fucking sweater. They're like, how do you know that? Or you're going
to be someplace and there's going to be a trivia question, and you'll be like, I know that. And you're going to win something.
You know how long it's been since I've done trivia?
But one day, randomly, it's going to pop up, and it's going to be like, that's going to be the question. And you're going to win like a free meal or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Never know.
Just wait.
Wait now or just like...
It'll eventually happen.
Okay.
I'm not saying to sit and actually think about it and wait.
Never know.
So I guess the new Star Wars video game is coming out very soon.
Which one?
The one you sent me the video about.
Okay.
Outlaw, I think it's what it's called.
I ask which one because it's semi-often that like they'll hype up something and then it'll just get shelved and they'll like release another one and like psych, and like this one's fucking awful.
Well, I mean the video and everything looked good for it, but then I started watching some things about it on YouTube and people are just, fuck this game. I don't want that. They want to charge this much. They show you this content and they're like, oh, you have to pay extra to get that. So people are all sorts of pissed off about it.
It's Lucasfilm and EA are normally like side by side.
Yeah.
Because wasn't it EA that did Battlefront?
Yeah.
Like hand in hand with Lucasfilm, and that was fucking awful. It was a pay to win. It was a card-based fucking shooter. It was so dumb. The original Battlefronts, and they called it 1 and 2. Call it fucking something else. Or call it 3 and 4.
Yeah. I played them.
I played the first one. The second one looked like it was going to be cool, and I fucking read that they kept the card shit in there, so I never got it.
I did a lot of the flying missions, the fighting, the dog fighting and shit like that.
That was one of my favorite parts of the original Battlefront 2. It was like the space battles.
I liked it a lot. I usually got a lot of kills. Yeah, when you're on the ground, though, and you have the people with their special weapons and shit that they bought.
Yeah.
And you're out there and you're just not paying extra.
Yeah, it sucks.
You get your ass kicked.
That's why I fucking stopped playing it after like 2 days, and then I never got the second one because I'm not trying to fucking play games like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you have now you have problems with the cheaters and the people who are on
on fucking every game.
Every game. 'Cause if it's cross-platform, there's cheaters.
Yeah, every fucking game. Like Fortnite, Call of Duty. I stopped playing Call of Duty because of all the hackers. Like, it was like 80% because of the hackers. It was 20% because of the kids that are just fucking spazzes. That how can you do any of that? They're like, they have movement like this, and that's how they play. And you can't fucking shoot them because they're just like jump hopping and fucking slot like all kinds of shit. Like I didn't think you could move like that in the game. And they're like this with the mouse. So like I don't understand. But if you watch some of the streamers' fucking videos, you're like, how the fuck do you do that? It stopped being fun.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Like it's kind of cool that gaming has evolved to that point where like there's people that are that fucking good, but now it's not fun anymore.
Yeah. Because
they also like even if they set up a ranked, like Fortnite finally went and had a ranked and a regular now, but if ranked people are starting to get frustrated with other ranked people, they'll just go into regular and just fucking wreck.
Oh, absolutely.
So there's still no fucking like casual. It's all fucking super sweaty. Yeah. I actually haven't played in probably 4 months, 5 months.
Yeah.
And they just did some new update. I've been seeing a bunch of videos that it does not look okay. They added a bunch of cars with weapons on them that are almost indestructible. And when they explode way fucking heavier. So what a lot of people are doing is like you go down into a vault, or you wait for somebody else to go down into a vault, and you have vehicles that you hit until it's almost dead, drive it down there, get out of it on like when it's on its way. So you basically throw a car at them and then shoot it or throw a grenade down there, and you kill a whole team.
Damn. Yeah, I was playing Grand Theft Auto online. It was a while ago, and I'm on there to do missions and have fun. And then some guy, I can see him on my map because the people who are hostile will show up as red. Because once you start being hostile regularly, you get that on there. And I can see he's coming after me, so I try to set up someplace so I can at least have a chance.
Yeah.
But all I've got is a handgun.
Sounds like a tactical error on your part.
Well, that's all. I didn't have the money to buy the gun because I'm trying to do missions to earn the money so I can buy stuff. But this guy, he comes, like I hit him a few times with a handgun, and of course he had an automatic.
Yeah.
So it didn't take a whole lot to get rid of me. And then I go back on again, and what do I see? I see him taking a beeline straight towards me again.
Jesus Christ.
So I was like, all right, I'm out.
How is that fun for people? And like and cheating too. Like there's a couple RTSs that I played that's real-time strategy. They're like you start building your society, like start super small, and then you have like one troop and you start building out everything.
Yeah.
Like there was some cheat codes on that I would do every now and then because it would be fun to see how fast you can do a game.
Yeah.
With cheating. But after, I think at one point I cheated like 5 or 6 games in a row. And I'm like, this isn't fun anymore. So I fucking stopped cheating at the game and had fun with it again. Like, how is it fun for these fucking people to have aimbot and walls and just like all the other fucking hacks that they do that it's zero fucking skill almost? And just, oh, yeah, I have fucking 80 kills. Like, wow, congratulations. You feel proud of yourself?
Your controller has 80 kills.
Yeah, no, the fucking hacking program has 80 kills. You definitely don't.
But, yeah, there's a lot of, like, did you ever hear the game Black and White?
No.
And don't get the wrong idea. That's the name of the game. It's not
1977 anymore, Mike.
No, and that game didn't come out in 1977 either. But it was made by the same people who made Fable.
Mm.
And you would play as, you'd be basically a god, and you could control things that are happening for your villagers. And you can either be really good or you can be bad. And it'll show, like when you reach down to pick something up, you know, your hand will look like evil or look good. And they have a temple for you built. And if you're evil, it'll show in the temple. Like you can be going along and playing and look down at your land and be like, oh, you've got a nice goat there. And the thing goes flying off, you know?
Wow.
And the thing is, I'd played that for a while, and it was not an online. It was just single player, and I did actually try to use a couple of cheat codes just for the hell of it to see, you know, what could have happened. And as soon as you start using cheat codes, your temple, regardless of how nice you were, was going to show you're evil.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
But you could just wipe out like a whole group of people, just do all sorts of fucked up things. Or you could be really nice to them.
Huh.
It was quite
yeah, I've never heard of it.
But that made me think the game Fable, how they had the mechanic where you could either go good or evil. I was thinking what they could do, which would be great for a Star Wars game, is where you make choices as you're playing, and it could lead you to either the light side or the dark side.
Have you never played Knights of the Old Republic?
But I'm saying they could do a newer one.
Okay.
And one that's more in depth, and it could be.
Because Knights of the Old Republic definitely had that.
I know. But I'm just saying they could do a new one, and they could do it.
They have won't more because that's going to be good. That would be enjoyable.
There's more computing power. I think they could actually put more to it.
Yeah, but just like they do movies that aren't fucking good, and they keep rebooting series and movies that weren't good in the first place, they're not going to do that because it would be a very great idea.
Well, I like good ideas.
Well,
that's another reason I need to leave the planet.
We'll leave the planet on the next one. Because we're at 34. So, talk to you next time. Goodbye.